This video is sponsored by Botan Store, Channel Fireball, Pokemon Card.io, and Card Market. Hello everyone and welcome back to another video here at TableMon. Thanks so much for tuning in. We're going to be playing with DURALUDON VMAX. We're going to give this deck another try. Last time we played it, it was pretty decent overall. The Skyscraper ability, I think, seems to be getting better and better as time goes on because there's so many Pokemon that are playing special energy, capture energy, horror energy, speed energy, rapid strike energies. There's just a bunch of them being played right now. And Skyscraper means you prevent all the damage done to this Pokemon by Pokemon that have special energy attached. So really, really good. Gmax Polarization also means you get to ignore all effects on Pokemon such as Amazenta, such as the Decidueye, such as Altaria, with Gmax Polarization doing a very solid 220 damage. Now we are going to pair DURALUDON VMAX with Bronzong's Metal Transfer ability, allow you to move metal energy around as you wish, and of course Zacian with the Intrepid Sword ability, attaching energy if you find those three cards. If you attaching energy if you find any in the three cards that you get to draw, and Brave Blade doing a humongous 230 damage, along with Samazenta V doing 130 and preventing damage from VMAXs. The one big thing that I feel like this deck is missing is Tool Scrapper, as otherwise Suicune can definitely be very problematic for the deck. But alas, this list, which is from a tournament, I forget which one, doesn't have any. Now the Crystal Cave does help give longevity to your Zacians and Samazentas, as you do heal 30 damage from each of your Metal and Dragon Pokemon, so DURALUDON VMAX as well gets healed, and we have the Cape of Toughness to increase the HP of Zacian and Samazenta. So what I think about this deck is, like, it's really solid, but it's trying to be a VMAX deck, but also not a VMAX deck, and has cards for the VMAX, but also cards for the basics. So it's like trying to do both things at once, and usually, and it's doing it without any sort of backbone of Crobat line or Intillion line or like Underworld Door ability. So there's gonna be plenty of times, I'm sure, where instead of attacking, we're gonna be tempted to use Intrepid Sword because we don't have any other way to draw extra cards, and just assuming that you're gonna be getting a supporter each and every turn, it's just not feasible. You know, it's just not feasible at all. This hand, however, is pretty fantastic, if I must say so. To the point where I don't know what I'm up against. The only information I have is that there's a Rowlet coin. So I'm gonna start with the I'm gonna start with Zacian. Starting Zacian because Zacian is the easiest Pokemon to attack with in the whole deck. If I get DURALUDON in the active, maybe I whiff. We'll see. Yeah. I should have checked what I was up against. I saw Lightning Energy. I saw a Horn. So I think this is Blaziken VMAX. Could be Sylveon. Could be like a Rapid Strike deck of sorts. And it seems like that is the case. Okay. So we'll do this. Definitely gonna go ahead and attach this. And we'll go ahead and Intrepid Sword. I do find an energy, which is pretty fantastic. Really, really, really good. Yeah, this is looking great so far. Okay, well, I hope I don't regret saying that as we get Marnied out of our really great hand. Yeah. Well, okay, still in the same bad spot, so definitely want to focus on DURALUDON then. Wow, dude, really? So this would have been the 7 cards I drew off of my research, right? The 4 I drew off Marnie, the top deck, the 7. So I wouldn't have been able to attack with DURALUDON. I would have knocked out the Sobble already. But yeah, now... Oh wait, I actually don't lose 2 prizes. Because I get plus... I survive with 10 HP in fact. So never mind. And... DURALUDON... Oh, never mind. I bet you they play 1 Tool Scrapper and they just hit it. What? Okay, they whiffed energy. What the heck is this game, man? I mean, yeah, they whiffed energy to retreat. So I can get to prizes now immediately, but I feel like attacking into place again is better. What the heck is this? So next turn I'll take 3 prizes. Did you see like the string of dead cards that I got? I haven't played a single supporter, right? After getting Marnied, after using Intrepid Sword twice and getting Marnie twice. I haven't seen a single supporter. Not played, yeah? I saw one in my starting hand and then it went away. This is pretty crazy. This is just bananas to me. Alright, there's a KO. So I get return KO. How does that help me? I don't know. But we're gonna try. And they had their one-off Tool Scrapper. I am 100% sure they had one Tool Scrapper and that's it. 100% sure. 1,000,000% sure. No. Are you freaking kidding me, man? The game would have been as simple as evolve into the VMAX and then they can never do any damage to me ever again. But it's hard to evolve into a VMAX when you don't get any cards to play with. When your opponent is the one gifting you cards and that's it. Yeah, the game's over. The game is 100% over. They only lost 1 boss's orders along the way. Surely they play more than that. Then they have 2 targets. I mean, they have 3 targets, right? But like I said, I can't. Whatever. All right. So, like, I get these games, and I really can't fathom how people take this DURALUDON VMAX and top cut a tournament. How? I do not understand. Like, my goal is always to win, right? My goal is to always win, always do my best. Feels like, I don't know. I mean, things worked out really well in the Calorex video. Things worked out really well in the Desiree video. Even though I lost, I got to play, right? My opponent started awful. I guess we'll see. I guess we shall see. So I was gonna say, instead of asking whether his deck can win or not, the question should be, can I play a supporter or not in 20 minutes of recording? Alright, well. Don't want to be hopeful about Marnie. Oh my gosh. Yep. Don't ever be hopeful of Marnie. There's not, like, I'm silent because there's nothing for me to analyze. We're watching our opponent play. There's nothing for me to analyze in terms of my potential, my possible plays. I mean, my play is either I retreat KO or I Intrepid Sword again. I guess I can also ram for 10. That's also an option. Certainly is an option. My starting hand 7, my draw 8, my Intrepid Sword 11, the Marnie 15, my top deck 16, my Intrepid Sword 19. So the top 19 cards of my deck were dead. Shall we look for the settings? No, still can't find it. Maybe oh, help! I really need help. Please. Well, no, I just opened my web browser. Maybe I should send a support ticket asking Pokemon for help. If they could tone down the difficulty just a tiny bit, right? Just a tiny little bit. Okay, have a supporter, but I can never... I really can never, like, hope for stuff. It's like, if the past games have been, like, my hand is so beautiful right now, which means I'm gonna get Marnied. I'm pretty sure. It's hard to be positive with the last 13 minutes. This deck sucks. Yeah, like, the end... The conclusion to this deck absolutely sucks. I thought maybe it would have a chance. Like, at the very least, you need a Crobat, but this deck just absolutely sucks. Yeah, there's just no nice way for me to say it. This deck absolutely sucks. Period. Period. Alright. We'll do that. The Crystal Cave will actually be pretty useful overall against the residual damage that not Duraludon, that Dragapult does. Yeah, let's send a Bronzong. That's fine. Wow, I got to play a supporter in the 3rd game of this video. And that's probably it, but that's okay. Alright, double Samazenta should be very tough for my opponent to deal with, right? Yeah, one supporter, I mean, I called it, it happens, it's fine. One supporter, that might be what we need, right? That might be what we need in order to win the game. That just might be what I need in order to win the game. All right. Okay. And our Dragapult set up, that's fine. Crushing Hammer. Back to square one. Back to square one. Okay, let's keep searching in the settings. Privacy notice. No, probably not, right? What the heck is happening, man? The heck is happening? How am I 23 cards left in the deck? 23 cards. Having played a single supporter. Haven't attacked once. Used Intrepid Sword 3 turns. Played one supporter. In 17 minutes of recording, I've played one supporter. I don't think my opponent realizes my ability. It's either that or they priced a ton of Path to the Peaks. Tool Scrapper, whatever. Okay, maybe they do realize my ability. Okay. Can I draw a Metal Saucer? I play 4. I'm just gonna like put it out there. If I get to play supporters, like I'm such a broken player. If I play any sort of supporters to draw cards, I'm such a broken player. Alright, let's see the next 2 Crushing Hammer head flips onto my 2 Aurora energies. Okay, straight up research. That means I get to research. That means I get to play my 3rd supporter of the day. Right, that's gonna search for Path to the Peak. Guaranteed. Unless they already have it, right? But that's the only card that you're missing, right? Otherwise, why evolve into Drizzle? What? And I think I've mentioned this so many times. Players see Drizzle and they immediately evolve. They're not figuring out what they need to Drizzle for, which a lot of times the game is so obvious and so simple that they can just figure it out anyways. But that right there, like, Or does this person not? Did they caught Path to the Peaks? Did they actually just caught Path to the Peaks? Is that what they did? Okay, so I do get to heal. They are down only one boss. I mean, do I take 3 prizes? Is that what I want to do? No. What? Like, there's no reason there to search for a quick wall instead of a Path to a Peak, unless you actually don't play more than one Path to a Peak. Oh my gosh, they got the perfect numbers for the KO. Okay. Nothing I could do there to stop that. Like, why would you search for a quick wall instead of Path to the Peak? They had to have priced 2 Path to the Peaks, right? They had to. There's no other explanation for that, for what just happened. So I'm not researching. Like, now I get a choice of supporters, which is something very new. Because now I go KO, KO, and that's the game. However, they also go KO, KO, and that's the game. With another boss, they win the game. With another boss, they do win the game. They could win this turn. Nothing I can do about it. Literally nothing. I get Marnied out of the boss. Maybe they're trying to get closer to their 3rd boss's orders. Very real possibility. Path to the Peak? Look, like this huge pause, that shows that they have no clue what they're looking for. Absolutely no clue what they're looking for. They're just playing the card. They just evolved the Drizzle into a Drizzle because they could, not because they needed to. Oh, dude, they're 10 damage short now. I'm 10 damage short. That gives them another turn. Oh, okay. I was like, wait, what? Based on the animation, I thought they had... Well, yeah, it makes no sense. They can always damage the Summon Zenta. Okay. This guy does do 140, so I can take a KO. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. And I need a boss. If they have boss, they win. That's fine. Nothing I can do about it. Retreats, paying the 2 medals. Transfer. If they have boss, they win. If not, I win. Breaking Swipe. If they actually have boss, I guess preventing the KO, I don't know, questionable. Third boss. They immediately evolved. Like, immediately. Not a second went by between my opponent starting their turn and them evolving. If you're doing that and you don't have boss, like what? Okay, there's a path to a peak finally. There's a quick wall that my opponent lost to search for. It's just very questionable plays overall. And I dare say questionable deck list unless their last 3 prizes were path to a peak. They must have priced 2 paths. They must have. But somehow I won this game. Yeah, like if you don't have boss, then the game's over. Or you have to promote something that's not the Dragapult, right? So, like, that immediate concession shows me that they just not realized that the game is over. They just not realized that they can't win. Instead of, like, they started turn, they don't have boss, the game's basically over. Or you have to promote something else, not that guy, right? I don't know. Weird decisions. If you're immediately evolving into the Drizzle without giving it any thought, or Inteleon, you're probably doing it wrong. Yeah, Inteleon right now I think is showing me in the videos especially so much how people don't understand why Inteleon is being played in decks, why Inteleon is so good, why Drizzle is so good. They're just like chain evolving into Drizzles, and that's usually going to be a pretty terrible play. Anyways, thanks so much for tuning in. Don't forget to leave a like, really helps out the channel. Frustrating deck, not a big fan of it. I won more on my opponent's mistakes than the deck's actual merits, but hey, I'll see you next time.